with your investment.
President Cyril Ramaphosa says there are healthy negotiations going on ahead of the tabling of the budget speech on the 12th of March.
We are beginning in many, many ways to look at the trade-offs because when you have a challenging fiscal situation that we have now, where your revenues have not gone to the levels that you wanted to fund a number of priorities or ambitions, you've got to do deals, you've got to do trade-offs and say what's important now and what can be done later, and lay emphasis on growing the economy. But at the same time do a balance and look after the interests of the people of South Africa, where our unemployment rate is one of the highest in the world.
The president has also emphasized the importance of partnering with the private sector to drive the country's key economic reforms to grow the economy as well as create jobs. He has pointed out that reforms in the electricity sector have led to investments from the private sector.
We're now looking at logistics and rail and our ports. Some of our ports used to be some of the best in the world, and they declined over time. And we're now rebuilding them, bringing in the private sector. So in electricity, we bring in the private sector to generate. And in the logistics, we're doing exactly the same thing. And private sector is now going to play a key role. And one of the overriding reasons is that the private sector has the money to invest. But we're making it more competitive as well, because for the longest time there's been one monopoly that generates and distributes electricity or transmits electricity. There's been one monopoly that runs our rail, that runs our port, and we're loosening that monopoly entity's hands to be able to ensure that we get more participants. And that in itself is going to bring in more investment, more innovation, more technology, and we will be able to see our ports going to a higher level.
On strained relations with the United States, the president says Pretoria would like to go to the United States to do a meaningful deal and not to explain itself. Ramaphosa says it is in the country's best interest to maintain a good relationship with countries around the world, including the US. Diabosito, SABC News, Johannesburg.